Access granted.
Hello and welcome to Candid and Open, the podcast that exposes different topics that are related to social life, governmental policies, and many more. Candid and Open is created as a project for our public speaking class. So here, in this Candid and Open podcast, you will notice projects with varied topics. And the important things also knowledge about our life that we are going through right now. And find out more about us and our personal thoughts in this podcast. Hope you enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Candid and Open Talk Show. Today, I, Elizabeth, will lead our talk show, which is this talk show covers several issues starting from the health issues, government policies, and educational method, and also life philosophy. Today we have two special guests here. I would like to ask our guests here to introduce themselves to our audience.
Okay, my name is Esther Karliova Tarigan.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Yevhana Simbolan.
Thank you to Esther and Anya for joining our program today. Well, today we will discuss further whether important for young learner to attend homeschooled or just to attend formal school. Please provide the details on what homeschooling entails, the benefit for our audience.
Homeschooling refers to the practice of educating children at home rather than sending them to a traditional school. Homeschooling involves parents or guardians taking on the role of primary educator, providing a learning environment, developing and delivering the curriculum, and assessing their children's progress. Homeschooling may involve the use of structured curriculum, more flexible, tailored approach to education. Homeschool children may have opportunities for socialization or extracurricular activities through participation in communities like sport and other equipment outside of the home.
So you mean homeschooling is a learning teaching activity that carried at home, or maybe in other words, it was a family-based school?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so we already know what the understanding of homeschooling. So how about attending school? Esther, do you want to share your thought with us?
Children start schooling when they are kindergarten level. Kindergarten is a preschool educational approach. It's typically designed between the ages of 3 to 5 years old. The word kindergarten comes from the German language where it means garden of the children. Kindergarten programs aim to introduce children to a structure, the learning of government, pastor, social, emotional, and cognitive development through the basic activities, singing, storytelling, dancing, and others interactive experience. The curriculum include the main literally numeracy concept, such as learning the alphabet, accounting, and recognizing shape and colors. Kindergarten is often considered the first step children educational formal and helps them to prepare later academic learning. It provides an opportunity of children social skill and independence while fostering a love of learning. Many countries, including United States, making kindergarten environment mandatory of the first grade.
Oh, I got the point. So you mean kindergarten is a preschool where we send our children to prepare them for later academics learning, and the basic concept of kindergarten is learning with interactive activity, right?
Yes, that's right. The formal curriculum has been determined, namely following the government curriculum. Existing learning tend to focus on the textbook. The environment is quite conducive, and children's social development is from interaction with various people from different backgrounds. Follows applicable school regulation, focuses attention the teacher is divided among all students, and children get along with many students, but are not necessarily suitable.
Yeah, I feel the same. Because when I was little, my parents sent me to formal school like kindergarten, and it helped me to build several friendship skills such as cooperating, turn taking, and then manage disagreement. And then how about homeschooling? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I used to have a friend who attended homeschooling. He said as a homeschooling student, he was not isolated at home, but has community in the church. There's a lot of homeschooling clubs that he can attend or he can join, and sometimes he and his family go to nature and learn there. He said homeschooling does not focus too much on textbooks, but more on applying practice, more flexible rules, and the ability to develop children characters. And also we can minimize the single interference from other students. We can avoid the noisy learning atmosphere, and children health and safety are guaranteed because it's easier for tutor or parents to supervise.
Since I spent my childhood attending formal school, which is the education over clear objectives such as educational method, curriculum, measurement, period of study, and evaluation that are requirements to finish the education, I don't really know much about homeschooling. Are there any advantages and disadvantages of homeschooling?
One of the advantages homeschooling is very flexible of study time. Parents, teacher, and children can negotiate with each other to decide right time to start study and determine the line of study. In addition, parents can also adjust the schedule of subject to be studied in one day. Secondly, children can develop the talents more. Parents and children can jointly determine their own topics, schedules, duration, and ways of learning they suit their children's interests, abilities, and learning styles. Every child has different talents, has interests as well as the ability to process information.
The main effect of homeschooling is the limited scope of association and friendship of the children. This method makes children only interact with teacher and their parents. To overcome the social effect that can occur in homeschooling children, parents should keep their children connected with their peer environment. For example, creating a group for homeschooling children where they can gather, study, and interact. Learning facilities are also limited. Homeschooling children usually do not get the same facilities as a formal school. For example, they don't get a sport equipment, laboratories and probes, or libraries. This makes parents need to find smartphones to be able to enjoy these facilities. Need extra effort from parents. Even if you use a help of tutor, parents cannot get away from it because the success of homeschooling is the responsibility of parents. It's more challenges if parents have a young children or work.
Homeschooling is an educational method. Like other educational method, it can success and it can fail. Given its individual nature, homeschooling is prone to far more variability than other educational methods. The parents who choose to homeschooling will take a substantial responsibility, often without the aid of state guidance and support. Some children who are homeschooled may experience educational neglect with long-term consequence. This individual may experience struggle when attend college and workforce in meaningful way. So, have any parents ever failed educating their children with homeschooling method?
Public schools offer at least a basic minimum level of education. It meets certain standards. Homeschooling takes place individual family level. Homeschooling sometimes chosen by the parents who are not equipped to manage their children's education because they mistakenly believe it to be academically superior to other teaching techniques. These parents may continue homeschooling long after it becomes obvious that something is not working because they think that whatever little kids may learn at home is still better than what they receive the public school. In some cases, parents may hold mistaken ideas about public school or public education, a belief that homeschooling is de facto superior to other forms of education can also prevent a parent from recognizing that the education they are provided is deficient. In some cases, homeschool children may be treated as servants and expected to do childcare and house cleaning rather than completing homeschool lessons.
In 2020, a report from National Center for Education Statistics found that while majority of homeschool children perform at or above grade standardized tests, some homeschooling families may not provide any adequate education for their children due to the factors of a lack educational background, a lack of resources, and insufficient support from the state.
So from our current discussion, we see that educational method through homeschooling and formal school has their own advantages and disadvantages. Ultimately, to choose or whatever to homeschooling or just attend formal school has to be based on the child needs, family circumstances, and also the availability of the resources. It is essential to see the pros and cons of each option to choose what is the best for the child's overall development and well-being.
That's true. It's all depending on child's needs. Because there are some who need homeschooling education, like having certain diseases, ADHD, OCD, and dyslexia. Parents who want to give their children an experience of education must have a time and resources to devote themselves to set are creating a high quality child-centered learning environment to consider homeschooling children who struggle in traditional school.
As we all see here, the parents have the freedom to choose what type of education they want to provide to their children. As our guest here already provide us with the negative and positive aspect of the homeschooling. So, education is the best when education is suitable for the children. And before we end our topic today, I would like to ask our guest here to give the closing statement.
Okay, so for me, everything certainly have advantages and disadvantages just like homeschooling. And I hope, or we in here, hope that all our viewers who watch us today can get what is homeschooling and you can determine and planning what education you want to give for your future, your children in the future.
Okay, I hope this video can useful to viewers, like what homeschooling, what the benefit others more.
Okay, so this is the end of our program. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Bye.